Good morning, babies, or good afternoon. It's kind of like that in between. Well, I'm starting this at 10:01, so whatever. Hi. Hi there. Hi, cuties. Hi, cutie patooties. Hi, my schmookums. Hi. Hi there. Well, hello, you handsome, beautiful, amazing people. Hello there. I'm so happy to be here with you. All right, so this is a general message, so take what resonates, leave the rest. You know what it is. And if none of it fits, then it's not your message, okay, babes? Oh, and if you get triggered or if something upsets you, that is a way to show you where you have healing to do. So, yes, get mad, whatever you got to do, but that is a good opportunity to follow that feeling. So, you get angry at something that was said or whatever, follow that feeling and do the healing. Yeah. Because I'll start off, I got my little feelers hurt, not gonna lie. But then I realized it was my own karma, so I got 111 on the clock there when I looked. So I wanted to do this collaboration with this guy, and so like I reached out to him like in person, and he's like, yeah, I'll think about it. And he like, I gave him my number and everything, and I was like, yeah, we should like collaborate, let's do it, fuck yeah. And he ghosted me. He ghosted me. And I was sad. But then I realized, like, okay, I've fucking done that. Like, I straight up have ghosted people before. And, I've done it. And I know he did it to just, for one, for fear. Because, like, I wasn't able to, like, pitch the whole collaboration because I was at work. And I was like, hey, I'm busy. Like, let's talk about this later. I have more information to tell you. Like, let's do that. And so, like, he didn't have all the information, so, like, I'm sure he was like, what? This is the most random shit I've ever experienced. And, I'm sure he just didn't want to hurt my feelings. For whatever reason, he didn't want to collaborate. I feel fear than anything, because I wasn't able to express myself, exactly everything, since it was kind of just a rush deal. Like, I was like, fuck, I need to do this. And he ghosted me, so I was a little hurt. I was sad, but today I was like, fuck, I've done that. I've ghosted people. So it was a little karma for me, and it showed me like where I can be better, and I need to be a better communicator, that's for sure. So that showed me like, but also like, since he's not at that maturity level to just be like, hey, I'm not interested, that's showing me right there that it wouldn't have been a good collaboration anyway, because we're at different levels, maturity wise. I'm bummed out. It hurt my little feelers, I'm not gonna lie, but I needed to get that karma and be shown how I can be a better communicator. And in all levels, even when I don't want to. So there's that. So when that kind of stuff happens, and like, because I was like obsessing about it, I'm like, dude, like, you don't even know, like, everything I touch turns to gold. Like, wouldn't you want to collaborate? I was very arrogant, I'm not gonna lie. My ego was hitting hard with that. I'm like, bro, I'm the shit. Like, what the fuck? But, it wasn't meant to be. And truthfully, like, if it may have been a confidence, because that's my guys showed me that too. Like, it was a confidence issue as well. So, if they're not on the same level, then the reason I'm telling this story is because you might get something out of it too. Like, you're like, oh, that makes sense. Yes, that happened to me. Damn. So, it's more of just a, like they say, rejection is protection. So if he wasn't on the same maturity level, not having the same intent, then that's just what it is. I got really good vibes from him, but I'm thinking more of it's, confidence stuff. But can't win them all. I'm sad. It did hurt my little feelers, but I needed that karma to show me how to be a better person, because I've ghosted people before too, and without explanation. So I need to be better about that, and I need to be a better communicator, so my ego took a hit. So so far this reading is going to be all over the damn place. We'll see where this all ties in, because I'm like, guides, what the fuck? First, I was like, okay, I was having a hard time like tapping into this energy, and so then I went and grabbed the old handy dandy Holy Bible, y'all. I went and grabbed that, and just opened the page, and I was like, oh, very interesting that it popped on this page. Because I usually read like the Bible verses and stuff online, just because I'm like not home, but you know, I felt called to grab the old handy dandy Bible, so here we are, and my eye caught Psalm 51. It's story time now. Have mercy on me, O God, according to your unfailing love, according to your great compassion. Blot out my transgressions, wash away all my iniquity, and cleanse me from my sin. I really hope I'm pronouncing that right. It just feels weird when I read it. For I know my transgressions, and my sin is always before me. Against you, you only have I sinned, and done what is evil in your sight. Damn it, I just spit all over this thing. That might mean something. Let me think on that. Against you, you only have I sinned, and done what is evil in your sight. Okay, so the spitting thing with that I'm getting is like, the only person like you could really like ever offend truly is like Most High, by doing shit to yourself, like by, you know, I'm seeing that as like spitting in somebody's face. Like that's truly, if you're living authentically and not going out there to like hurt people, you know, you're not purposely trying to hurt people, the only person that you could be like offending is Most High. You know, spitting in their face by going against the blessings they give you, or, you know, the guidance they give you, these little you know, you have little tasks and things to follow, and by not following them, that would be the way of like spitting in the universe's face, Most High's face, so that you are proved right when you speak. All right, so against you, you only have I sinned, and done what is evil in your sight, so that you are proved right when you speak, and justified when you judge. Surely I was sinful at birth, sinful from the time my mother conceived me. Surely you desire truth in your inner parts. You teach me wisdom in the inmost place. Surely you desire truth in the inner parts. You teach me wisdom in the I want to say innermost, but it says inmost place. So that's you following your internal compass. Okay, so it's starting to make sense now, because I grabbed a deck and I have them stacked on each other, and this card from another deck, which I didn't plan on using, came out, and it says, ask your angels, guides, spirit team, universe, God. So ask them, you know, don't go out, like, this is, you know, what it's saying is like, only God can judge me, only Most High can judge me. I can't be judged by anything else, right? That's what I'm getting from this so far. Only, you know, another human being cannot tell me that I'm a sinner, that I'm bad, I'm evil, I'm wicked. I'm using that because I have a bunch of weirdo net bangers in the comments that are like, this woman is wicked. And I'm just like, who the fuck says that? What? I honestly think it's just more funny than anything, because it's just like such an old school burn. Like, like saying a woman's loose, like she's loose, you know, it's just weird. Like, I find it fucking hilarious. But you know, only Most High, only your spirit team can tell you, like, that's the only ones that can judge you. And that's, you know, maybe this message is coming out because you're giving your power away and you're not listening to that internal compass. Like it says, surely you desire truth in the inner parts. You teach me wisdom in the inmost place. Cleanse me with hyssop. I hope I pronounced that right. You know, I looked it up before this and then I forgot how to pronounce it. I know it's some little shrub. And I will be clean. Wash me and I will wither. Oh, I will wither. Jeez, okay. Interesting. Oh, okay. That's what I'm getting since I misspoke there. So since I said that, by giving your power away, you'll wither away. You know what I'm saying? Like by giving your power to another human being, and that could be anybody, your fucking parents, your partner, your boss, anybody, friends, even the people that you have the utmost respect. Me, even me. If you're giving your power away, 11:11 on the clock, even if you're giving your power away to something I'm saying, you know, you're gonna wither away. That is, you know, you only know. Yes, you can go out and seek information and then listen, ask your guides, ask your angels, ask your team, is this true for me? And that, you know, because you know, sometimes it's hard to like manifest these or like bring these ideas to like a formed idea to where you can comprehend it. So yes, it's good to reach out and take in information, like watch videos like this, or, you know, go get advice from somebody. But you have to discern what is true to you. And that's by going within, you know, like I'm seeing that surely you desire the truth in the inner parts. You teach me wisdom in the inmost place. Going and meditating, because that's when you get quiet. When you get quiet and you can really talk to, you know, that 5D. You can really connect with that spirit realm then and get the information you need. And so that's by giving up, you know, your addictions, these things that, you know, say you're scrolling on TikTok all the time, taking all this information in, you're not able to discern what is you, what is truly you, or something that is just getting pushed on you. Because there's a lot of videos out there, especially like with media and, you know, the powers that were, they have a very tactful way of, you know, because they work with the enemy, they have a way of making these videos, this content, these, you know, blogs, articles, whatever you're reading, they have a way of making it and wording it in a way and putting the energy into it to where it pushes into you if you're not aware of it, to where it triggers you, it gets your mind spinning to where it just like starts slithering in, you know, and, you know, burrowing a hole like a little worm in your brain. It's just worded in that way. If you're not careful and you're just consuming all of this stuff, it starts, you know, sticking on you and starts, you know, burrowing in to where like I'm seeing it as like, you know, this like leech thing that has like a little sucker mouth, but it's got all these teeth and it has the ability to like burrow into your mind and start calling the shots. So, you know, by detoxing, or, you know, you can take that information in, you just have to be strong enough. And so that's, you know, usually detoxing helps because then you can come back to center, into that inmost place, as they say in the Bible here, coming back to your inner self. Excuse me. By coming back into your inner self, you're going to know what is of the Most High and what is of the powers that were, of the enemy, of, you know, this darker stuff that's trying to, you know, control and burrow and shift your mindset. You'll know when you take a break from this stuff and get back into that center and listen and have these conversations with the spirit realm, with your guides, your angels, Most High, universe, whatever you believe in, then you'll know what is, you know, then you can go watch these videos and be like, oh, look what they're trying to do, fucking weirdos. Like, then you'll have that strength. I'm channeling right now. I have no fucking idea. Like, hopefully this is making sense. Yeah, buddy. Let me hear joy and gladness. Let the bones you have crushed rejoice. Hide your face from my sins and blot out all my iniquity. Create in me a pure heart, O God, and renew a steadfast spirit within me. So by you connecting to your innermost place, you know, meditating, getting closer, you know, giving up, like, say you smoke weed a lot, or you indulge in psychedelics and stuff, yes, those things can get you closer, but this is just from my own experience. The more you connect with those, like, use these earthy 3D things, you're like limited. It's still a heavier, there's still something anchoring you, which is okay if wherever you want to be. But that's just been my experience, is like when you can get into this state without these like assistance, like, you know, hallucinogenics and stuff like that. When you can get into that state without that, it is more pure. And it's nice because then you can tap into that at any point in time. You've learned to get to that point and have this connection without anything, you know. So I just find that that's been more helpful, and then you don't get the weird little things that try to get in while you're under those altered states. So I feel like I had more discernment in those moments, but whatever works for you. But it's just something to think about, because, you know, and no bashing, like, you can get close to God with whatever the fuck you want, that this your life. But it is a great thing to experience when you can get tapped in to the universe, tapped into that energy without any substances, just yourself, you meditating, getting just really quiet and able to tap into that. It might be for a split second, but the more and more you do it, the more you can get tapped in and really listen. Okay. And by getting more tapped in and listening, instead of giving your power away and ingesting all this information from other people, and when you go to like get information from other people, you're giving your power away. You're not wanting to hear what's the internal compass is saying, or you did hear it, but you're unsure. You have this fear of like, well, what if I'm wrong? What if I need to hear it from an outside source? And that's giving your power away. That's giving the strength you have and the confidence in your intuition away. You're not believing in yourself, and you're not believing in your connection to Most High or the spirit realm. You're not giving, and see how I said that? It's almost like you're not wanting to hear the clear messages. It's like you, by using your mind instead of listening to that, just that quiet intuition, that body stuff, like, I don't know how to describe it. It's just like there's a difference, because as soon as your mind gets in there, you're like, wait, what is that? And then you kind of just start rabbit holing and like, well, what did that mean? What did this mean? But like you get further and further away from like the answer, the truth, the message you got. Okay. And yeah, so by listening, create in me a pure heart, O God, and renew a steadfast spirit within me. And this could be like you praying to ask for, you know, discipline, and keep me on my ass, like stay on my ass, spirit team, so I can like actually listen and take in these messages and like be dedicated to and disciplined and following these steps. Do not cast me from your presence or take your Holy Spirit from me. Restore to me the joy of your salvation and grant me a willing spirit to sustain me. So like how this prayer is going, like I'm getting, or the psalm I should say, I'm getting like, that's when you're in that anxiety, that worry of like, you know, Most High, the universe will never abandon you. So this is like you feeling like you may not like, well, what if, you know, I stop getting messages from my spirit team? What if I don't get that from them? And if that ever happens, it's because you're being tested to if you're gonna do it on your own. Like, they're always there to catch you. It's like you know, they're the greatest teachers. You know, a good teacher will let you, you know, like, hey, you know, I've told you what to do, but you have to figure this out on yourself. Like, this is how you're going to learn the best when you do this, try this on your own. And, you know, don't seek out all of these crazy stuff that you want from us. Yes, we'll catch you if something happens, but you have to try first. And that's very interesting because I wasn't feeling very, I was having a hard time on like what to talk about for this message, like to, you know, somewhere to start. Like, it just felt like all over the place. And that's interesting because how this is speaking on, it's just giving me that like worry of like, well, what if I don't get your messages? What if you take your Holy Spirit away from me? Like, so definitely I'm getting that, you know, whoever's needs to hear this message is like, catch yourself when you're in that worry. You know, pray up, of course, because like prayer, if you got time, like they say, if you got time to worry, you got time to pray. And, you know, it's like shit in one hand and wish in the other. Like, which one's gonna fill up sooner? Like, and I'm seeing that as like wishing as like worrying, like instead of like doing something. I don't know why that came to mind, but what else? Okay, restore to me the joy of your salvation and grant me a willing spirit to sustain me. Yeah, so that's asking for like that discipline. Like, man, fucking help me out here. Give me some, like, can you give me a song, give me a message, like a video, something out there to keep me going and stay strong in this, because I'm falling back into old habits. I'm feeling worried. I'm feeling this. I'm feeling that. Can I get something to get that will back, that jolt of energy back? And you being able to catch yourself and even just get that little prayer out, and then maybe you just saying that and praying for it is enough to get you to go and being like, okay, fuck yeah, let's get it. Let's go. I'm ready. Cause you like, and being proud of yourself when you catch yourself in these like worried states of like, oh man, what if I'm not getting the message right? Or like, what if I didn't do this? What if what did that mean? What did this mean? Blah, 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 blah. You know, all this stuff, that spinning mind. Then I will teach transgressors your ways, and sinners will turn back to you. Save me from blood guilt, O God, the God who saves me, and my tongue will sing of your righteousness. O Lord, open my lips and my mouth, and my mouth will declare your praise. Like sometimes you just gotta be like, all right, fucking help me out here. Like catching yourself and being like, okay, oh, and you know, as soon as you're like just spinning and you're like, wait a second. Or it could just even be a prayer of like, can you catch me? Can you help me catch myself and be more disciplined when I'm spinning in these moments? I need help with that. Give me something. Help, you know, and whatever that might be. It might be like you're at a stop sign, you know, you're driving and the stoplight stays red forever and you're like, why is this not fucking turning? And then you're like, okay, why did that happen? Oh, I'm spinning in my head. I was meant to pause, get quiet, and come back to center. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you for that. You'll get these answers. You'll get the answers. You get the help you need. You just have to sit your ass down and pay attention. And you're probably getting messages all the time, but when you're in that spinning brain, you're not seeing the stuff. So getting back to center, getting more present, looking around, and especially when you're in that worried state, looking around and be like, okay, what's a sign? What's a sign here? All right. I am protected. No weapons formed against me shall prosper. I need to get back to my center. And maybe this is a message to remind you like to pray and like talk to your spirit team. And instead of like, you know, calling somebody to like even bring their energy, their worries, their stuff into the energy that you're experiencing, it's a message of like, ask your spirit team instead, like, hey, I'm worried right now. Can we talk about this? Can I get some comfort here? because that's going to give you, because, you know, only you can change this. Only you have the power to shift out of these negative energies, out of this negative, you know, whatever's being projected on you, whatever you're experiencing, the worry, whatever your ego's trying to do, all of this stuff, spell work, you have the power to get yourself out of that and pull yourself out of it. It's just a matter of believing in yourself. And instead of reaching for other people, like it, to me, I'm seeing that as like other transgressors and sinners. That's you being, because it says, I will teach transgressors your ways and sinners will turn back to you. That is you showing up, being the leader, reaching within versus to someone else that, you know, you don't know what shit they're going through, what energy they're in. They're probably in a worried state too, or they're just going to bring their baggage into the connection, the work, you know, whatever's happening. Like, I'm just imagining like you're spiraling and, you know, you get a break at work or something, or you have this little moment and you call somebody else to like spiral at them when you should actually be praying and searching within for the answers. Ask your spirit team, ask the Most High, whatever you believe in, the universe. I need help right now. I am spiraling. I need to get into a more quiet space. And by teaching, you know, showing out like that you can pull yourself out of this, out of these yucky situations, instead of like that codependency, like, and then blah on somebody else when they're going through their own shit. And I'm not bashing reaching out to somebody. Definitely do that. But I'm trying to empower you, because this is what I'm seeing is like this empowerment of you can do it yourself with your spirit team. You're never alone. And, you know, like I said, you might have codependency issue, like connections where you reach out to this certain person because you know they're going to tell you what you want to hear, when you actually need to reach within and get the message of like, ah, shit. Like how I would, you know, going back to the story I shared earlier, is like, I got my own karma. That was me, because I ghosted people before because I was like, oh, I don't know what to say. Ooh, because I was in my emotional immaturity. And so I have some reaching out to do as well. But yeah, by showing up like that and showing out that you pulled yourself out of this, you pulled your power back, stepped into it, and pulled yourself out of these negative energies, with your spirit team. No physical other person. That is showing, you know, the transgressors and sinners. We're just saying that as other people, that you can just reach to spirit, you know, turn to the universe and get the help you need without, you know, throwing that negative energy on somebody else. Oh Lord, open my lips and my mouth will declare your praise. You do not delight in sacrifice, or I would bring it. You do not take pleasure in burnt offerings. The sacrifices of God are a broken spirit, a broken and contrite heart. O God, you will not despise. In your good pleasure, make Zion prosper. Build up the walls of Jerusalem. Then there will be righteous sacrifices, whole burnt offerings to delight you. Then bulls will be offered on your altar. So, just reminding yourself that, like, you don't have, the only thing that you need to do for the universe is heal yourself. Do the work. And that's you reaching out. And I'm saying universe, God, Holy Spirit, whatever you want to call it, Most High. By you coming forward and being like, I'm in a broken state. I'm very worried. I'm heartbroken. I'm sad. I have healing to do. Can I get this help? Show me the way. Heal my heart, please. Heal me. By you, that's all you got to do is just ask. They are this universe, Most High, is a very generous giver. Very generous. All you got to do is ask. They're like, fuck yeah, let's do it. And you have to believe. The reason, you know, if you don't get you have no belief behind your request, then you're not going to get it. And so by you asking, like, please heal my heart, please heal this, I accept, you know, this healing. I deserve this healing. and I accept it. You know, tell me what I need to do. Show me the way on how I need to get this healing. Show me messages, whatever I need to do, a post, whatever I need to work on, and you'll get it. You don't, you know, because it says the sacrifices of God are a broken spirit, a broken and contrite heart. Oh God, you will not despise. Like, they want to help. The universe wants to help. Most High wants to help. That is what they're here for. Anything you ask, because your mind, as long as you believe and use your mind, use your brain, shift your thoughts, that shit will happen. You can literally make anything fucking manifest. So by requesting, being like, hey, I need help healing my heart, that's going to help you get better in your physical manifestations of what you've been trying to do. That needs to start there. So interesting that we got that message. That's the end of that. Hell yeah, brethren. What about that? So, what I'm getting from that is like, so maybe you're having a hard time with these manifestations coming in, is you have more healing to do to get ready for it. And that's asking the universe instead of like asking for these physical things. You already did that. So you can let that on the back burner. That shit's coming if it hasn't already. Now you got to ask, all right, heal me, heal my heart, prepare me, make me be disciplined for these manifestations to come in. And whatever that looks like, I need to heal my heart. For me, I thought I was ready. But like thinking about like a connection coming in, put some fear in me, man. Like, so, I break out where I'm like from emotions. And so I was feeling some fear, and I always break out on my chin when I'm experiencing fear. And like, I break out around my mouth if I'm having like a hard time digesting information. Like I'm getting the message, but I'm not digesting it. Cause, like, you know, each part of your face or your body, you know, represents, an organ. So then you can associate what that, organ does. So like around here is like your colon and the digestive system. So if I'm breaking out around here, I'm having a hard time digesting something, a hard time hearing the message. And I got some chin zits here, and I'm like, shit, I have some fear that I got to work through. And it's because, I had 3 people in a row, you know, suitors or, you know, and partners, like all of the above, do this exact same thing to me. And I'm like, I was like, okay, what am I doing that's causing this? There's something there. And then I was shown, like, since I've been like just digging and digging and digging, and I'm like, okay, what the fuck? So I asked my guides, I'm like, okay, so what the fuck? And there I was shown like, third time's the charm. So the third person, I learned the lesson. And now I got to get over the fear of that shit happening again. Cause it's like, I learned the lesson. It's not always going to be 3rd time's the charm, right? So don't like get twisted on that. Like it might just be 1 time and you learn it, or however, 5, 7 times the charm, you know, whatever. It just so happened to be for me that this 3rd person, exact same thing happened. Like I could, you know, the energy signature is exactly the same as these other 2 people. I learned the lesson with them because I was like, no, fuck that. This is fucking ridiculous. No. So, I have the fear that I have to overcome of that happening again. I know I learned the lesson and I know what to look for now. It's just the residual of like, bro, I cannot believe the exact same thing happened. What the hell? So we have Arrow going into cards now, baby. So we have Arrow. Surround yourself with protective energy. This is just tying into like asking for prayer, like, you know, asking, be like, you know, reaching out instead of like, help me discern, help me be disciplined, help me stay on the right path. Cause I'm seeing the arrow as like straight and narrow, baby. Straight and narrow arrow, like staying on the path that you need to, praying for that, asking to be protected from any sort of bullshit. That's how I pray. I'm not even gonna lie. My guides are like, all right, dude, whatever. I'm like, ancestors, please protect me from all the bullshit. Cause like, I'm not only am I using my words, but I'm sending that energetic, like they just get it, you know, like your team is gonna know how you talk and know what you mean. Like as long as you have the intent behind it and like you have a specific energy that you're regarding to it, they'll get it. I just thought I'd share that. Keep me protected from all the bullshit. Please keep me on the straight and narrow. Please do not let me, please stop me or give me a sign when I'm starting to fall back on old bullshit. You know, whatever you need to do. That's just like praying up and being like, help me be disciplined and, you know, show others that I can do this. I can heal myself. And I believe that you will heal me. Yeah, buddy. We have High Priestess in reverse. And this was just kind of giving me that same energy. What does it say? Harness mystic power. This is giving me the same energy of like you getting caught up in this, like not listening to your intuition or, you know, or letting it get diluted by consuming other information because you want to hear it so many times. And then your confidence depletes after you get the initial message. And then here you are just spiraling and then everything's just diluted or, you know, there's a lot of trash you got to pick through because you went to search other information besides just listening to that internal compass. Because the High Priestess upright, she knows fucking everything, right? She's powerful. She's magical. She has the confidence because she has that, the High Priestess label, you know, her job title, if you will. She's like, yeah, I know my shit. I've done the work. I've gone through it. So like giving yourself the, like I see it as like, you know, when you get, somebody gets like a promotion, so they get like the little plaque that says their name and then they're like, I don't know, CEO, whatever. Instead, like before they were like something else, right? So it like change out the plaque. So change out the plaque in your mind, be like, I'm a high priest. I'm a high priestess. I can trust my intuition. I am the shit. I am very tapped in. I have a direct line to God, to Most High, the universe. I have a direct fucking line and I can trust that line. I don't need to reach out to anybody. I don't need to, you know, overconsume information to get the answers that I need or the comfort that I need. I can just trust in that. And so you don't have to, like, it's totally okay to like go and reach out and like watch a tarot video or read an article, but then ask yourself, does this align with me? Is this me? And if it, you know, some of them just might just like immediate like confirmation, like, yes, that is for me. But, you know, then if it starts like, you're like, I don't know, that first initial, I don't know, that may not be my message. That's probably it. That's probably not your message. It's probably not aligned with you. And you can go internally and ask, is this aligned with me or not? Paying attention to those initial feelings of like, I don't think it's me. But also, here's the tricky part, is your ego can get involved and doesn't want to hear a message in regards to healing. Like say, like how I'm sharing, like, yeah, I have some karma that I had to pay up on and I got to be a better communicator. I thought I was already, but I need to be better. My ego didn't want to hear that. My ego just made it all about this other dude and what he did to me. And he hurt my little feelers. He ghosted me. What a meanie pants, whatever. My ego didn't want to hear that. Yo, this was your karma and a good sign to be a better person. You need to be a better communicator. You need to reach out to people and tell them what the fuck is up, no matter what. You know, obviously, like, think about it and don't be a dick, but, like, you need to be better about this. So, there's that little caveat. But more of just, if you're looking for, like, is this right for me? That initial feeling, trusting your confidence and your high priest, your high priestess energy, you know it is safe. And we have, it's up to you and no need to worry. Yes. And what do we get from that? No need to worry. And it's all up to you. You have the power. You have the power to shift out of that energy. And into that, like, you know, when you're in that lower vibe shit, somebody's projecting on you, or, you know, the property management company for my place that I stay at, they just gotta like do their weird controlling, like you can tell that the owner of the place is like on their ass, so they gotta like direct it at me instead of just like taking, like, it's just a weird dynamic. Like the property owner is a very like controlling person, and they have a lot of fear that they operate out of, and then they go to the property management people and like just dump all their shit on them, and then the property management people come to me and they're just trying to dump their shit on me and just be an asshole. I'm just like, and I'm aware of it now, but I used to let it like get me. I'm like, dude, what am I doing wrong? Like, why has this, you've let me live here for how long and this hasn't been a problem, and I've been doing the same exact thing. Why is this suddenly an issue? And then like once I pulled myself out of that and like, you know, I got the message like, oh, they were just projecting what was getting dumped onto them. And you have the ability to step out of this and not send it and, you know, call somebody up and be like, dump that shit on somebody else. You have the ability to pray up, go within, talk to your spiritual team, and, you know, sort this out, transmute it, and step into a lighter energy. I will say I have the windows open. It's been raining for several days and it smells so good and fresh outside. Like, it's just that good, like fresh everything. Yeah, it just smells so good. It like almost like it smelled so strong and good that I almost stopped talking. So once again, it's up to you to get into that fresh energy, that you have the ability to pull yourself out of this bullshit. You don't have to dump it on anybody else, and you don't need to worry. You know, as soon as you get into that worrying energy, that's when you go within, start praying and being like, who am I? What is causing me this fear? What is causing me this worry? What is really happening with this person trying to get me stressed out and put their yucky stuff on me? I'm going to stop it here. I'm going to stop the line. And that's going back to, I really like this, then I will teach transgressors your ways, and sinners will turn back to you. That is you being the teacher, the leader of letting this stop now. I'm not going to dump this on somebody else. And it doesn't have to be like you have to call, you know, like in my situation, I don't have to call property management people like, by the way, I'm stopping your shitty attitude right here, and I'm not going to allow it to affect me. That's not what it is. It's all energetic. You're teaching people energetically by changing who you are, and you're pulling everyone up with you by doing that. By the way, I'm taking responsibility for my actions. You don't need to do that because that's your ego talking when you feel the need to go point that out. Just do it. And we have opportunity at the bottom of this deck. For some reason, I felt called to do that. You see these moments of like when you're in this like fear and worry and stuff like that. It's like, okay, shift that mindset. Or there was like an affirmation I heard the other day. It was like, when somebody talks poorly about me or does something bad to me, that triples my abundance. And when someone talks good about me and does something nice to me, that quadruples my abundance. So like shifting this, like seeing it in these nasty, weird situations as like an opportunity, or this icky energy, using it as an opportunity to be like, yeah, buddy, I can transmute the shit out of this. I can turn this to gold, like these little coins. I can turn this to gold. Thank you. I have the ability to pull myself out of this. I can transmute anything I want. I've got backing. You know, I could just do it myself, but I have a whole ass spirit team that wants to help me too. I can do this, and I'm going to transmute this and turn this shitty feeling into an opportunity to make gold. All you got to do is ask. And we did have Mother Earth at the bottom. Feel loved and comforted. So that's going back to like, when you're in this state and you want to reach out and like dump your shit on somebody else, like, go back into that inner world, or you need to go get your ass outside and, you know, just for a few seconds, like I just felt it was 444 when I looked, the 4444. That was nice. So we're definitely protected and we're here. So like I paused for a second and enjoyed the smell of the fresh rain smell. That was good. That was a good moment. It pulled me back into my body. I paid attention to that feeling. And the interesting is somebody's brakes were squeaking out there, and it felt like a frequency healing, like when you do those binaural beats, whatever, and like it'll kind of like tickle your brain, and like you just get these weird like crunchy feelings and stuff like that from those frequency healing things. Like you can even just go outside. Like you don't even have to do that. You can just go outside and like listen, get present, and that shit will heal you. You can make anything healing, all right? And it's so interesting because the first card that fell out from this deck was Nine of Swords, and that's the worry card. That's the stressing card. That's staying up all night, or just since there is 9 swords, that's like 9 thoughts, like just swirling around. Train of thoughts I'm seeing is like all these trains of thoughts just swirling around, and how you see the little dude is a lot smaller than the toothed swan. So like, you know, you're letting these thoughts and worries, shit that you know ain't even real. You know deep down it's not real. You're letting it get bigger and bigger and bigger with these fears because you're giving it energy. As soon as you pull back, go within, call your power back, ask the Most High, call your fucking power back, that shit's gonna disintegrate, you know, because we know, like, anything is possible, for one. But I'm saying, like, I've never fucking seen a swan with dagger teeth, you know? So, like, it's all in your head. It's an illusion, and you can shift that illusion to something else. You can, you know, we're living in a hologram, as, like, people like to say, whatever you believe in, but our physical world can be shifted with our mind and our belief and faith. So you can shift these worries of whatever the fuck you've been juicing up with your energy. You can actually put that energy into something good. Use it as the opportunity to spin that 9 of Swords into something good. Because the way these cards fell out, the 9 of Swords and the King of Swords came up to it. So you can turn that 9 of Swords into, I'm the master, I'm king, I'm daddy, I'm the boss here. See how he's like in control of the, you know, he's standing over the little babies and he's taking control of this situation. Instead of, you know, you letting yourself be like little you know, that's your small self, your ego self. You're not operating out of your higher self. And that's when you can use this as an opportunity to step into your higher self, where there is no such thing as fear. There is no such thing as worry. And, you know, leaning on Most High and your inner compass to heal this shit and take control of your life. Take, you know, because he's the master of the sword suit. So, mastering your thoughts, mastering how you speak, all of that stuff. And that's just on yourself. We have the Queen of Wands in reverse to clarify that 9 of Swords. So that's insecurities. You're not giving yourself the power. You're not having confidence in your inner fucking knowing. Your direct line to Most High, the universe. You have that direct line. You have that ability. Everyone does. You have to have the confidence in it though. Because this is insecurities. This is, she can be very controlling when she's in the reverse. So you're trying to control shit that you can't control. You need to let the Big Daddy, Most High, the universe, take care of this shit. You don't have to do it on your own. You don't, and by releasing and surrendering, being like, oh, okay, so maybe it's not gonna, I just saw an orb, that was cool. Hopefully it showed up on camera. May not have, because it was kind of over by my plant, but where was I going with that? Oh yeah, so by you like trying to control this when you need to surrender, because it may need to happen a different way than what was happening. Like, and how you want it to happen, I should say. So let's say you're like, okay, my life will be better when I get this job. Well, you're like obsessing with this job, but maybe deep down it's not for you, but your ego fucking wants it. And then that's when you need to surrender, be like, okay, I want a different job. I need a different job. Give it to Most High. And be like, okay, so I know there's a better job out there for me, a good job out there for me that's going to serve my life, help me grow, or, you know, I need to get the lessons out of it. And have that confidence in your faith and your connection to Most High. Because she's also a magical, she's the witch. She's the, you know, because the wands are magic, creation. Having confidence in your ability to create, co-create. And so that's you not having the confidence in your partnership with Most High. You have a co-creation, you know, partnership, a collaboration, if you will. Just, you know, coming back to the beginning of this video where I'm like, I wanted to collaborate with this guy and he fucking ghosted me. Hurt my little feelers, bitch. And we have Temperance to clarify that in reverse. And I'm seeing that as like you not, because upright is alchemy, mixing shit that shouldn't be mixed together and bringing something out of it. You know, and so once again, you were choosing with that, when you're in that Nine of Swords energy, that worry, that letting these thoughts get bigger and bigger and bigger, and then bringing them to reality. And then, you know, not having the confidence in your power, in your inner knowing, your intuition, your ability to create. You don't have the confidence. It could just be like, oh, well, I'm not hot enough, and so this isn't going to happen. I'm not going to bring this person in, blah, 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 whatever the fuck. By feeding those fucking energies with your energy, because your energy is fucking potent. And when you're in your power, your energy is potent. Anything you juice up is going to come to fruition. If you're in fear and you're using these powerful feelings of fear to juice something up that you're afraid of, you're fucking bringing that too, baby. So how are you going to switch this? How are you going to turn this into an opportunity to be like, okay, fuck yeah, I'm feeling a lot right now. I'm juiced up. I'm feeling energized in a certain way. Yes, it's negative, but I can spin this to gold, baby. I've caught myself just in time before this shit manifests into reality. I caught this just in time. So now I can transmute this into, I can actually turn this Temperance card right side up and make gold out of this, alchemize this into something badass. Because I'm feeling a lot, so I need to shift this and turn to my faith. Yeah, and so with that King of Swords, we got the Seven of Wands in reverse. So like, that's going to like, this defensive energy. Like, you don't need to be so defensive. Like, you can let Most High take care of shit. You don't have to do it all on your own. Because I'm seeing this card is usually like one guy like fending off a ton of different wands, and they're like cornered, and it's like stressful, and it's like you're having to defend yourself against, you know, 7 wands. I think it's technically 6 because 1 is in his hand. But this is you don't have to do it on your own. You can co-create. You can ask your spirit team to help protect you. Yes, you can, if your spirit team is like, no, you got this. You can do this, you know, but it's listening to your intuition. And I'm also hearing this as you don't have to be defensive against these downloads you get. So that might be some of you, that might be a message for some of you, is you get a download, you get an understanding, and then you suddenly start getting defensive, like, ooh, I don't know if that was real. Like, what was that about? Was that an intrusive thought? What have it, spiraling. Why did I feel that? Why did I get this sudden knowledge? Like, you overanalyzing it, you get too much into it to where it dilutes, and then you go to research and you're like, oh, I need to watch a video on this, oh, I need to do this, blah blah blah. You're pulling yourself out of like that channel that you were in, out of that connection. It's like you unplugged the satellite. And we have 8 of Cups. So I'm seeing that as like you, since you're when you're choosing. Okay, so I feel like I need to share the story so it makes a little more sense. When you're choosing to be in the mastery energy, you don't have to be defensive, and you don't have to, because the 8 of Cups upright is walking away from something. But you don't have to. You don't have to be defensive. You don't have to run away. You can use your mind and be like, yeah, I'm in a really shitty situation right now. I can literally transmute this. I can pull all of us into another timeline. because somebody was like posting about how they were in like a toxic situation at school, and you know, there was just a lot going on, and they were the clique was coming up against them. Now, yes, that shitty stuff is happening, but you have the mastery of your mind. So you have the ability to be like, okay, I don't need to be defensive. I can let Most High take care of this situation. But with my mastery of my mind, my thoughts, my beliefs, my faith, I don't have to leave. I don't have to flee from the situation. I can literally just jump into another timeline where this shit isn't happening and all these people are fucking cool. I have that ability. I have the ability to shift the frequency right now. And I'm going to, and I'm going to teach, you know, the sinners and the transgressors. What does it say? Then I will teach transgressors your ways, and sinners will turn back to you. Restore to me joy of your salvation, and grant me a willing spirit to sustain me. That willing spirit to sustain me, I have the ability to shift the frequency right now and shift this whole shit show situation to a better vibration. I'm going to transgress. I'm going to shift this into a higher vibration, and I'm going to pull everyone up with me because I'm the leader. I'm meant to raise the vibration here. And we're going to jump into another timeline where this bullshit isn't happening. So you have that ability. You just have to get into your mastery energy of your thoughts, your belief, your faith, all of that. Just jumping into that. Man, I love how this is all coming together finally. And we have the Knight of Cups, Knight of Chalices in this deck. And by doing so, all of this stuff, like not having to run away, not having to be so defensive and being like, oh, everyone's against me. Fuck, they might be, but you also have the ability to change the frequency of that. You have the ability to jump into another timeline where these motherfuckers aren't being like that. You have the faith. You go into your quiet space, you know, talk, because you have that exact direct line. Everyone fucking has that direct line to Most High to get the messages that you need to jump into a better timeline and raise in vibration and shift everything around you. And that's through prayer, through meditation, through listening to your sudden urges to go, oh, okay, I need to get coffee for everybody. And let's, you know, say you have like some weird shit going on at work. You know, go buy coffee with the intent of like, we're going to get along, you know, I'm going to bring everyone together, and just believing that, you know, put that love into it. You know, pray over the coffee, like I'm going to put love into this coffee. You know, everybody that's going to drink this is going to feel love, happy to be there, because I can put the vibration of love into this coffee and into the, you know, our little coffee break that we're having together. And I'm going to shift the vibration by doing that. That's magic. That is shifting and stepping into your divinity and bringing, you know, raising the vibration for everyone. I'm going to set the standard, and I'm going to show them, and I'm going to teach the transgressors and the sinners to turn back to God. I'm going to show them how we're going to rise in vibration. I'm going to be a leader. I'm going to swallow the fucking bullet as much as I want to be a dick and be like, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. You're cool, kinda, but fuck you right now. Like, instead of, you know, falling into that, I'm going to lead with love. And that's going to get us to a different timeline jump. Because trust me, I fight every single urge in my little body because I got a mouth on me, and I have done a lot of work not to just pop off on people. I have done a lot of work because that's gotten me in trouble. I've hurt people. You know, there was an extreme because I was in a very toxic relationship to where like you know, everything I said was wrong. So like it broke me to a point. So and when I came out of that, I'm learning, okay, there's, you know, with this temperance card, I need to temper that. I need, so learning when to speak and when not to speak. And because I would love to tell everybody to fuck off and what's wrong with them, especially because I've got that psychic ability and I can see right through people and I know what the fuck's actually going on and I want to just expose it all. That wouldn't be the best way to go about things in those moments. Yes, there might actually be a point where Most High tells me, you know, my spirit team is like, yes, do this. This is your time to shine, baby. It's your, I know you've had it cocked and loaded, baby, but now it's time. That might be. But coming through with love and, you know, using that opportunity. Yeah, it's a shitty situation. Everyone's being a fucking dick right now. Everyone's at each other's throats. There's just so much gossiping bullshit. I have the ability to train everybody up to this higher frequency, so let's fucking do it. I'm gonna bring this message of, because this, you know, the Knight of Cups is like an offer, a message. So like the page is like a written message, but I see the Knight as like a delivery of something, like a present, the Amazon guy, you know? So I'm gonna bring this emotional, like creative, loving frequency. I'm going to ride on my horse. He's riding, I don't know, some like sort of Loch Ness monster thing. I don't know. I'm gonna come in on Nessie. I'm gonna ride in on Nessie and tell him what's up. I'm gonna bring this magical fairy energy into this instead of, you know, being at each other's throats and wanting to just tell all of them what's wrong with them, and you're being a little fuck. A little gossipy fuck. Instead of doing that, you're gonna bring this energy of healing, love, and, you know, and get everybody to entrain with that. Because you prayed, you've asked for the guidance, and you have the mastery of your mind and thoughts and your faith to bring that energy and shift it and bring everybody to that timeline jump where shit isn't as bad. There's less gossiping. There's less bullshit. There's less being at each other's throats. You have that ability to shift that, and it's up to you because you're the leader. You have been doing the work just for this. Yeah, you might not be at this job or wherever the fuck you need to do this forever, but this is your job right now. You're there for a reason right now. So you have this ability, start exercising this ability to shift these vibrational situations. Because right now I'm getting the download, like, this is your fucking job right now. This is your task right now. If you're there, I have goosebumps all over my body, so fucking confirmation. If you are at a job, say you hate it, or you're at the bus stop and you're like just pissed, like everyone's just being all fucking weird or whatever, you know, wherever these situations happen, it is literally your job to get into that energy of love, pure source, most high, you know, whatever, because we are all in that. We all have that energy. We all have the energy of the star within us, the universe. We are all part of that. We are all connected. So you have the ability to be the leader and train everybody up to that, to bring everybody into that energy. So that's your job at that very moment. Yeah, it fucking sucks. But you have that ability to turn any opportunity, any bullshit into gold. You just have to transmute it. And trusting in your mastery and that you are, so give yourself that label. Yeah, I'm the high priest. I'm the high priestess. I'm the leader here. Whatever it needs to be. I'm the CEO right now. But not in an arrogant way. Just giving yourself that confidence of like, yes, I've mastered this. I'm the mind master. I'm the frequency master. I can shift this energy. I'm the frequency CEO, bitch. Like, I have the ability to shift the whole frequency of this whole situation and use this as an opportunity to turn this to gold. So we can all raise in vibration and just completely timeline jump. So none of us are on this bullshit at each other's throats. You know, we can all relate in some way and know that we're all connected. This is how we shift. And, you know, it may seem like a little thing because, like, say you're just doing it with like 2 people besides yourself. But by doing that and shifting this, that's how we change the frequency of the world, by these little moments. You're in a fucking Uber, you're in a share ride, and you decide to say something different to shift the energy. You know, they're just going, meh, 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 meh. Yeah, can you believe this? Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, we're all gonna fucking die. This is the end of the world, whatever. Just negative doomer shit. You have the ability to shift it and be like, you know what's fucking hilarious that I saw the other day? Like, shift that energy. You have the ability to do that. And by doing that, each little moment is significant. It is very important. Each person that you come in contact and shift that energy, that's how we all those little things start changing the whole frequency of the world. All those little things, because then that person is in a good mood and they're going to go touch somebody else with their good energy. And just, you know, it's a fucking domino effect. Just like how I was sharing with like the property management. It is your responsibility to stop the line of the toxicity. Stop the, you know, the dumping of yucky energy on somebody else because you don't know what to do with it. You can transmute it. You have that ability, and you need to show others how to do it. Hell yeah, brother. Whoop whoop. And we have the other card that says yes. So yes, bitch. The confirmation. All of that's true. You have that ability. So go fucking do it. I was gonna do the song, but fuck it. I feel like this is it. We in this. I do have this oracle card, and I'm seeing this as wait for important information. So that's you getting quiet, knowing when to act, knowing when to do something. But also I'm seeing this as like, you know, the oracle is can see the future. So by you, say you just want to be like, fuck you, dude, you're a piece of shit, maybe you should quit fucking gossiping, you fucking cunt. Like, you should go off on these people just because you're so mad and so sick of people dumping on this bullshit. By getting into that oracle energy of like seeing ahead, seeing the future, okay, so our goal here is to raise the vibration of our world, right? So what would I need to do to raise the vibration of this situation? Because I need to look for the future. What is our future? What do we want for ourselves? And that's to be interconnected. That's to have a better life for everybody. Everybody can be in abundance. Everybody can be in health. And by doing so, I need to change the vibration of this conversation. So by looking, so when you want to be shitty, look to the future. Be like, what do I want? I want a higher vibration world. What does that require? Most High, what do I need to do? Getting quiet, waiting for important information. What do I need to do to raise this vibration? And then taking action on it. But keeping in mind for the future, what do I want? Do I want it? Yeah, it'd be really fucking nice to just unload all your bullshit on somebody else. Be like, fuck you, motherfucker. This guy rejected me that I tried to collaborate on, and I'm sick of your shit. Fuck you. Fuck you. Just unload all your shit. But that doesn't help the situation. That doesn't help raise the vibration of the situation. You just gotta fucking digest that, turn it into gold, and spit out some fucking rainbows on these people, okay? So keep in mind what would help the future of raising the vibration of our world and, you know, everybody. What would help that? All right. I love you, babies. I hope you have a wonderful day. I love you so much. I'm so fucking proud of every single one of you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for all your donations. I really appreciate it. You are so fucking generous. You help me out more than you know. You help me do hot biker stuff. So you help pay for my little to and fro road trip that I did to Sturgis. So thank you so much for that. I really do appreciate every single one of you, and I love all of you, and I'm glad you're here. Okay, bye. Love you.